What's good, YouTube? What's good, YouTube? It's a beautiful morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We are currently live. So I two trades before I could even go live. I was basically looking at this inversion fair value gap. It's the 5 minutes inversion fair value. So I wanted to see if maybe it could offer us the support, right? So we've just had a very huge rejection. It just took out buy side liquidity. So preferably for me, I'll just put my stop loss just right below here, just for safekeeping, right? Is it safe here? Just put my stop loss just here. Eventually my focus is the buy side, minor buy side liquidity, this minor buy side, but initially I'm looking for this internal buy side as my drawn liquidity. But remember, it's 9:30, so let's check the 1 minute time frame. I really don't like this rejection candle. I would have liked if I would seen a very bullish candle, right? But because we failed to do that, I wait. I'll take some of the partials here on the new day opening gap, minor buy side liquidity, and that internal buy side liquidity as well. So right now I want to see if this inversion fair value gap can hold, and most importantly the consequent encroachment of the daily premium inversion fair value. We have a volume imbalance here, tested at. I love this. I want to see displacement. Show me displacement, my guy. Nice. So I'm gonna take at least one partial on the new day opening gap. So I'll just take a partial. Then after taking a partial, I'll just put my stop loss at break even, because right now what I want to see is price respecting only the midnight 75% level and the daily premium inversion fair value gap high as my support areas, right? I don't like this. I want to see displacement, man. And let me just take my stop loss and just put it just to lower my risks, because I don't like the wicks that it's creating at the moment. Okay, take a partial here, just one partial. There you go. At least I've taken out like a small profit. Where's our first presented fair value? We have this here as our first presented fair value gap. Let me just take another partial just for safekeeping. Just take another partial just in case it decides to make a very strong retracement and takes me out. At least I would have taken out like some of the positions. My next draw will be the minor buy side. Now, the reason I took these two opportunities here is because on the 50-minute time frame, so on the 15-minute time frame, right, we had SMT. After SMT, we had a change in market structure, retraced back into this inefficiency, which is a low risk entry. I couldn't get the opportunity to buy it here, but immediately when we closed above the consequent encroachment of the daily premium inversion fair value gap, I bought the retracement, and when it tested also the deep discount of the daily premium inversion fair value gap, I also bought it again. Initially I was targeting the new day opening gap as my first partial, then minor buy side, and that internal buy side liquidity. So let's go back to the 1 minute time frame. We tested that first presented fair value gap. Now the question is, can it hold this first presented fair value gap? Can it hold and offer us strong support so that we can break past this new day opening gap? Because if we do pass through the new day opening gap, then I can be confident that we're gonna target that internal buy side liquidity. But pay attention to the bodies. Look at the bodies right at the consequent encroachment of the new day opening gap. So for me, that tells me I at least gotta protect my stop, which is at break even. At least I took out a few of my partials there. So I wanna see the daily premium inversion fair value gap high and the first presented fair value gap act as my support. If you pay attention also here, this is our 2022 ICT model as well, where we have a low, high, lower low, but I don't think it swept this short-term low here. Let's check US 500 and see maybe if we can have an opportunity. I want to see if maybe there is SMT. Now if we look at S&P 500, we took out this relative equal lows, right? So there is SMT. So clearly we can see that we have SMT here, right? Another confirmation that we might continue seeing that bullish delivery on the upside. I love how price just tested the upper quadrant of the first presented fair value gap and just left. The main thing that is holding me right now is the new day opening gap. So this would have been also a nice opportunity to buy, to put on at least another entry and see if maybe we can break past the new day opening gap. But I love the displacement that I see here. It's very clean. So I'm gonna take my stop loss, just put it beneath the first presented fair value. I'll take out another partial once we test the minor buy side liquidity. That we use in the chat, that we use. I think we're having like a very nice day today. Gonna drag my stop loss underneath the new day opening gap. It's a great day, man. I think I made like 2 losses then, because I entered early, if I'm not mistaken, then I got stopped out. Okay, now I'm left with like 2 contracts. I think I'm gonna take out one maybe if we reach like just before the internal buy side, but I'm waiting. Clean price action, man. Beautiful day. Now I want to see that minor buy side acting as my support, at least if we can make a fair value gap, right, and we decide to leave it open, that really confirms a very bullish market. Now, why did I buy here? Because there was SMT and we had an inversion fair value, because I had anticipated this to become an inversion fair value gap since I was bullish, right? So once we tested the consequent encroachment, I took more buying opportunities. Then this would have also been a nice entry, and here as well, the consequent encroachment of the new day opening gap. But I'm okay with what I've made this far. Right now I just want to see if the minor buy side liquidity can hold and offer support. It created that fair value. Now the goal is just to see how far can it go, but once we reach the buy side liquidity, I'm gonna take my fill and just call it a day. Yeah. Check the 5-minute time frame. This is that 5-minute inversion fair value that I was targeting. I kind of like that. I love that we closed above the new day opening gap, but let me look at the 15-minute time frame just for clarity and confirmation. Oh man, look at that. Crazy. Oh, I almost forgot, we also have like news at 10 a.m. right? So I want to see where we go. So we left like with 15 minutes before the newest. We have high impact news taking place. Because it's NFP on Friday. Tomorrow I won't be trading. I'm gonna wait for NFP on Friday. And ciao. But anyways, guys, this is paper trading. I'm also testing a prop firm challenge. It's a trial just to give me, that feeling that, okay, if I can do this, man, if I can hit it, I can hit it. Then I'm gonna open. This year my goal was to open a prop firm account and trade the prop firm account, trading my real account and the prop firm account. That's my focus for 2026. So I just did the trial just to see if I can really pass the funded account. Then that will be the indication that I'm ready or what. But for the past 2 days, it has been great, man. We started the year strong, bullish, positive. So nice. I'm just gonna drag my stop loss a bit higher, back inside that premium CB on the daily time frame. So I'll just take a partial here and just trade stop the last remaining contract. We have a bullish order block here. I love how the body is closed on the upper half of this inefficiency. That really confirms that we are still gonna experience a very bullish movement, right? Especially if he creates a fair value gap here and just leaves that fair value gap open. I'm telling you, bro. Then it's possible that we might go for the major buy shot liquidity, right? The December high. But because we have news at 10 a.m., I'm just gonna be trailing my take profit. We have a fair value coupled with a bullish order block. So I'm just gonna put my stop loss just right beneath this bullish order block. Now if we don't even see a body closure inside this inefficiency, oof, my guy, we are driving this market to higher prices, man. Patience. I love how we just never closed inside this inefficiency. I think that kind of like confirms that we might continue to see a bullish Nasdaq. But another thing to remember, right? 10 a.m. we have news, high impact news. So at least now I took out some of my fuels and I'm just trailing my stop. This is a zero risk trade. Trade. Don't success. Turn it back with. Okay, we've just entered a macro. So usually during a macro, the market usually targets liquidity. So the closest liquidity is this internal buy side liquidity. So I just want to see if maybe the macro can really just drive it a bit higher. At least I've already like taken out partials. Let's see if this bullish order block can hold. So I'm just gonna put my focus on this inefficiency because it's also at the midpoint of these two consecutive down close candles as well. So my last line of defense is this bullish order block. If it's not respected, I'm okay with that. I'm content with that. Let's see if this inefficiency can support price. Preferably, I would like to see prices testing out the upper quadrant of this inefficiency. Preferably, right? And I want to see us breaking past this high with speed and volatility. Just gonna take my stop and just put it beneath the swing low while we are approaching the 10 a.m. news endeavor, right? Okay, we just left with 5 minutes until the news. It's consolidating right there, right? Just trying to follow me. Follow me. Psychology. So should I take a partial? Man, nah. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with price doing whatever it wants. I'm only gonna take a partial once we hit the internal buy side liquidity. And I would prefer like if we take it out before 10 a.m. I think if we take it out before 10 a.m., they might use the news to drive price towards the sell side, just to make a pullback. So we don't know, right? Or it's possible they might just drive price and continue for higher prices and target the December high. Three minutes left. Anyway, shout out to my subscribers, man. Everyone who has been subscribing and following me on YouTube, man. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. I like that. But usually, most of the time, I don't like seeing price playing around and important inefficiency, because especially if, let's say, maybe I want to buy, I'm thinking of buying. Whenever I see something like this, I stay out. Preferably, I like seeing moves like this, where you just touch and leave, right? Touch and leave. Touch and leave. This consolidation here, I don't like it, but it's understandable because we're approaching a very important hour, which is 10 a.m. And we have high impact news. So even if they take me out, I'm okay. I'm content with that. Let me just take my stop loss and just put it just below this swing low here. I think that's like the safest spot. But it might decide to take out this swing low, then start spooling for buy side. It's possible. But I want to see this inefficiency hold if we are really bullish. Let's see. Must born. Where do you wanna go, bro? They even took time to respond. I don't even know how much is. Remember, I'm paper trading the whole of January up until February. Then February I would start trading my live account. You see what I meant? I don't like seeing when price does this. Immediately when price does this, it tells me that A, there are chances that it might not even reach that level, right? That's why I had to protect my stops. So those are my trades for today. Let me check the history. So today I think I took like about 2 losses. What day is it today? It's the 7th, right? So on the 7th I only just took 1 loss, and beautiful, right? Clean. Anyway, this is it for me for now. I have other things to do, so I just wanted to record this for everyone. But look at how important it is. This is during the macro, and it showed unwillingness to really just pull for buy side, right? But I love that I took some of the partials out there, and yeah, that's it for me for now. Cheers.